All right, I'm so excited. I got to attend C60 at 40. C60 was discovered 40 years ago. If you follow this channel, you're familiar with C60. We are the oldest and longest manufacturers of carbon-60 on the planet. We've been manufacturing and distributing it since 1991. And at Rice University, which is where they discovered the molecule, they had C60 at 40 celebration. It's a bunch of scientists, so they got together and do a bunch of presentations. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But what I want to share with you, which is really exciting, is on stage, unfortunately it was the only C60 presentation, but on stage were the two actual discoverers of carbon-60. So that's Sean O'Brien and Jim Heath. They're now Dr. Sean O'Brien and Dr. Jim Heath. They got their PhDs doing the work on carbon-60 back in '85. That's when the paper was published for carbon-60. They were on stage, they were sharing their experiences, sharing what was going on at the time, sharing how they were interacting with Dr. Smalley and Dr. Curl and Dr. Kroto. Those are the three scientists who discovered it and won the Nobel Prize for that discovery. What an amazing event. If I had to like a little, it's an amazing time. I've been working with this molecule for 34 years and it's 40 years old. I was so excited to be there. Now, it was a little depressing, I got to tell you, right? Because it's a C60 celebration. And there was only one conversation about C60. People are barely doing research on C60. Not much is happening, except what's happening the most is happening right here in this lab, right? We sell more C60 than any company really on the planet at this point. It's going into olive oil, it's going into avocado oil, it's going into MCT oil. It is a natural health supplement. People are reporting amazing results. We're actually driving research. We're about to start a migraine study. We've already started an HS-CRP study. That's high sensitivity C-reactive protein, because it's known to bring down high sensitivity C-reactive protein. By the way, that's an inflammatory marker. So if you think about inflammaging, the confluence of inflammation and aging, like we're looking to address that. We've also already done an ad hoc sleep study. 100% of the participants who participated in that study reported improvements in sleep while they were taking the molecule in olive oil. One of the things that was a little bit depressing about this event was there was only one talk about carbon-60. So happy birthday, carbon-60. Let's talk about your cousins, which are nanotubes, right? These are tubule graphitic sheets in the shape of a tube. They're amazing and they're powerful. I'm going to give you one application that may surprise you. So if you've ever been on a escalator, right, and you've got that black rubber handrail, at some point you remember that black rubber handrail used to create static, right? In fact, that's why they have these little fluffy things at the bottom. They're actually trying to release the static. You don't get static anymore. And I hadn't thought about this until I had a conversation at this event, because nanotubes are being put into that plastic and they disperse the static. So amazing technology is happening with nanotubes. But the fact that there was only one talk and it was just the guys who discovered it and sharing that, and that was amazing, but nobody's doing research. The next time they have some sort of celebration, we're hoping that we'll be able to be there. We now made contact with Rice University. So we're trying to foster those relationships, because it would have been great to have the largest and oldest manufacturer of carbon-60 on the planet there and speaking, and I would have loved that opportunity. But just so happy to celebrate. If you guys like celebrating, scientific discoveries, then you're geeky like me. Make sure you follow our channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you click that notification bell. Thank you for tuning in.